Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Oh, I thought you were going to keep going.
I actually don't. I don't think I ever even thought to know the rest.
I was weeping. I don't think that's right.
It's like, hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to you again.
I've come to celebrate.
I've come to be in dark again. Right? I don't know.
We could look it up, but I feel like it's better not to.
And until this bitter end.
And I was sweeping.
You know, it's a really creepy one.
Went to school and we were creeping. I don't know the words.
I didn't ever even gotten that far into the song. You know which one is really creepy?
What?
Through the window, through the forest, through the forest.
Oh, I wish I knew this one.
Yeah, you do.
No.
Yeah, you do. Can you pull it up on YouTube? It's spelled L-A space.
Okay.
V-I-E space E-N space R-O-S-E.
V and Rose, I do know that. Okay. It goes, I don't know that part. Let's see.
Through the window. It's like in every scary movie where like they're in this weird town or something. You'll hear it. Listen.
How far in?
Let's see, like.
He's also French.
Where's? This isn't it. That was a major fail.
God damn it.
Through the window. Couldn't you put in a song that says through the window, through the forest? Can you Google that?
Okay, through.
Because when you hear it, you'll know. And I know someone's listening to us right now, and they're going, "I know what she's talking about," and they're screaming the title of the song over and over again. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? It goes like this: through the window.
We've heard it, Kim.
Through the forest.
We know what it goes like now. Is it tiptoe through the tulips?
Yes.
Ooh, that sounds creepy already.
Yes, this one.
Ooh. Oh no.
You've never heard this?
I mean, I guess I have. Not as a song though.
Oh, tiptoe
By the garden.
Why is it?
On the tree. Tiptoe through the tulips with me. And then you get your head chopped off.
Oh, see, yeah, it's even the video we pulled up is from. It's advertising that the song's from the movie Insidious. It's like, what is it about a fucking tune that's this jaunty that could be so fucking creepy?
It sounds like a perfect song to get murdered by a serial killer too.
What could make such an upbeat song be like that though? Because there's a couple of them.
Through the window. Yeah, what is that?
I mean, I don't know. There's a great effect when you take like a super positive song and like just kind of change the tone of it.
Like what? Like think of a positive song.
Like My Favorite Things or whatever. Like you put it in a dark tone.
These are a few of my favorite things.
Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens. Like it could be so creepy. I don't know how that works. Things just reverse.
To the left. Everything you own in a box.
you own in
to the left.
box to the left in the closet. That's my stuff. Yes, if I bought it, then please don't touch.
Oh my God. You can make anything creepy. Kim.
Because I'm happy.
Ooh, that's dark. That's dark.
Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy.
Clap along.
Because I'm happy. That's actually just a creepy tone, I think.
Yeah, it's
That is
Yeah,
like
that's-
creepy. Like,
it's-
because I'm happy.
there's something like old fashioned about it.
Old fashioned murder music.
Yeah, fuck old fashioned murder music.
That sounds like a rap label.
No, I want to get murdered to that new shit.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get murdered to that fire music.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know cool music. I've always had an issue in my life, I feel, with being like, I can never just enjoy what I want to enjoy because I'm very concerned about whether everybody else around me thinks it's cool. So I feel like I've gone through phases in my life where I liked lame music, but it was like just the music that I loved. You know what I mean? And you just never want to admit it.
I'm totally aware that I like really bad music.
What's your worst favorite music?
Like, there's this one rap song that I think is really funny. It's got a lot of puns in it. It's called "We Do It for Fun Part 1" by the Joker. And it's like this punny rap. I think I've played it for you before.
Punny rap could be really fucking terrible, but it hits you sometimes.
And
You're like, I get
this
it.
guy literally recorded it in a closet. Like, the soundproof was a mattress against the wall. Like, you could see it in his home video. But I fucking love that song, and I'll just proudly play it. I really like country music. I'll play some like
Country I can't get into. That's something where you and I are like I know you're a Southern girl, like you're from Florida. Country music is like so lame to me. Like,
what?
yeah, like the only country song, and I think we've spoken about it before, the only like time that I've seen a country song performed and I'm like, my soul just like melts, is when I see Miley Cyrus do Jolene.
Jolene,
It's so good.
Jolene.
Yeah, that was it. You nailed it.
Thank you.
I wasn't gonna try because I have a scratchy voice today. It's a hard song to sing.
That song is painful.
I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. I said I wasn't gonna do it, guys. I'm sorry.
And you should have seen, like, she went full mode, eyes closed, shaking.
I was on
Hard
it.
in it.
I have a microphone in my hand. You don't get to sing with a mic that often. It's just, it feels good.
That song is so sad.
Yeah, it is. It's fucked up.
It's really fucked up. It's just some girl asking a hotter chick not to steal her man.
It's like, yo, I could see that he's so into you. Just please, for the love of God,
Don't be into him back.
let me have him. He's all I've got.
Which, you know what, is actually probably worst case scenario for her to be really mean to him, because that's only going to drive him crazy. He's like, Jolene's fucking playing hard to get, bro. Like, Jolene's about to get it.
Yo, I don't know. Jolene, she's got it going on. I don't know. She gets it.
Her
at the end of
beauty
that
is beyond
song.
compare.
I think at the end of the song, the singer is out of luck. I think.
Yeah. I guess you're better than me, Jolene.
Well, I guess he's gonna give you his big fat dick.
His dick, his dick, his dick, fat dick. I'm begging you, if you please don't take his dick.
I like it.
Your pussy is beyond compare. With golden hairs.
Oh God, her pussy.
And mine is loose and sometimes it turns green. He talks about you in his sleep, and when he does, his dick does leak.
Oh my God.
You make him pre-cum at the table, Jolene.
Oh my God. Yeah, it's funny. I feel like any song that's like a real love song like that, you could make it real sexual. It's so creepy, so quick.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, she loved that dude.
She loved him.
She loved him. I don't know. I feel like at the end of the day, like punny rap music is not that I'm talking like I when I was like younger, like early like mid 2000s or so, this is the first time I'm ever admitting this in my life. Genuinely loved Nickelback.
I thought you were going to say that, and I was just going to say,
Genuinely
look at this photograph.
Dude, I mean,
Every time I do, it makes me laugh.
Nickelback songs
Why
were
did our eyes get so red? And what the hell is on Joey's head? It's just commentary of him looking at a photograph. I wonder if it's too late. Should I go back and try to graduate? No, bro, you're 40.
You're 40.
You shouldn't go back to high school.
You're doing fine. Your band's doing great.
You're verified on Twitter.
I mean, the odds that your band would be doing this well are insane. Just be happy.
You should be happy that people talk shit about you because it's kept you alive.
That is a terrible song lyric. What the hell is on Joey's head?
And what the hell is on Joey's head?
Holy shit.
What else is it? Kim's the first girl I kissed.
Isn't that song?
I was so nervous that I nearly missed.
So personal. It's too personal.
It's like it's too much poetry. Like, I saw a cat, then I went and put on a hat. It's like, okay, like, let's get like a little like something in here, you know? Like, let's put some spice on this chicken.
Part of it is that it's specific. You're using names of your friends. Like, let's get some generality into the music. Make it apply to anyone. Like,
yeah.
I don't know what's on your friend Joey's head. It could be fucking anything.
Yeah, and what the hell is on Joey's head? What is that? Is it his hair, his hat?
What are we supposed to picture at that point in the song?
We don't know, Joey.
Anyway, I loved Nickelback. I especially this is how you remind me of what I really That's a good song. I don't care. I don't care.
You remind me. It's not like you to say sorry. I was waiting on a different story.
And this time I'm mistaken for handing you a heart worth breaking. And I've been wrong. I've been down. Been to the bottom of every bottle. These 5 words in my head. Scream, are we having
fun yet?
Are we having fun yet?
Yet. You know a song's good when they're chanting yet. It's it's good when they're chanting a 1-syllable song.
Bro,
yet.
Yo, that's the one Nickelback song that I'll still stand by. Fuck everyone. That's a good fucking song.
What's another one?
It made me feel something. I don't know. I don't remember our other one. How the hell do we want to... I don't even know what song I'm singing. I just know.
Do you remember Creed? With the arms wide open.
Is this going to be our whole episode? I have to ask you now.
It shouldn't be.
I'm getting nervous.
I know, but we enjoy it so much that it also makes me nervous.
It makes me so nervous because, we usually let this go for like 45 seconds.
Yeah, it's been the whole 20 minutes now.
Guys.
We're sorry.
Thank you for joining Broad Topics.
I'm Kim Congdon.
I'm Alex Scarlato.
Here we are again with another week. We're so fucking excited.
Yeah, no, it's really exciting. I feel like exciting things are happening in both of our lives.
Mm-hmm.
Kim, you just got back from LA.
I did. It was really fun. I filmed Roast Battle for Comedy Central. It was fucking dope.
Fucking dope.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see it.
It comes out August 14th, I believe.
Yeah.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
In 2 weeks.
Yep.
Let me make sure I have that date right.
I think it's a Tuesday night, right?
Yeah, it's a Tuesday night.
Yeah, it's going to be fucking awesome. You could watch
August
Kim
14th, 8 p.m. And I think 10 p.m. also, 8 p.m. and 10 p.m. But I think it's 8 p.m.
It was cute when I told my mom that you were in LA. And they were doing Comedy Central Roast Battle. She was like, well, we gotta watch it.
She's so
cute. I can't take it.
My mom called me the other day. She was like, Kimberly. She was all buzzed. I think you were there when I answered the phone. I was like, yes, because she does this thing where, like, I won't answer the phone, and then she'll try to contact me on different social medias to see if I, like, open it. And she's like a boyfriend. It's crazy. And then so she'll be like, Kim, answer. I need you to call me back. So now I'm like, okay, something's wrong at this point. So I call her and I'm like, hi, yes, I'm working. What's up? Is everything okay? And she's like, yes, I have to talk to you about a little bit of business. And I was like, Mom, I don't have time right now. I'm working. You always have 5 minutes for your mother. That's what she said. And I was like, okay, what? And she's like, so I'm a little buzzed. I was like, okay. She's like, and I talked to this bar owner at this bar. He will give you $500 to do 30 minutes.
What?
And I was like, okay. And she's like, when are you going to come home? Give me a date.
Wait, what did she mean by this?
And she's like setting up bar shows for me. She was like, give me $500 to do 30 minutes of stand-up. And I'm like, I can't discuss this right now. Like, this is not how I do business. I don't know.
Oh, my God.
I was like, you're also not, like, my manager.
What the fuck bar is this?
I don't know, but I'm taking the money, obviously.
Take the money.
I booked the show, people. Oh, she's great.
No, I know. You posted on Instagram last week. It was the funniest fucking thing. Just photos that she sent you to ask if she looked youthful. beautiful.
Yeah. I made the mistake. She FaceTimed me that morning and I was like, oh, wow, you look so young. Are you drinking water? And she's like, I do. Thank you. And then like 20 minutes later, I got a text of her laying down in bed, like her cleavage pulled out, like her bra hanging out of her shirt.
Just like a selfie.
Like a sexy selfie. And she's like, how, she's like, do I look young here and how old? LOL.
She's like, how young does I look here? Oh my God. That's
Did I ever tell you that
funny?
The story of when she came to visit me in my college town?
No.
Oh my God. And she like got all hammered and she like ran away from us in the club. She was like dancing with all these dudes in the club. She was like,
Oh, she went out with you and
Yeah,
your friends? She
yeah.
was like, we're doing college?
yeah. She was like, I'm going to college. She like
Okay.
didn't get to go.
I knew a mom when I was away in college who would come to the frat parties with us when she came to visit her daughter. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my mom's like, let's go to a bar. So I get her hammered. We're at this like bar/club thing. She gets hammered, takes off. She's like dancing with dudes. I'm like, whatever. I go and check on her. She's like dancing with this black dude, and he's wearing a white shirt that's on the like where the brand would be. It says MLK. And he's wearing a white shirt, and she's like, Kimberly! She sees me from across the crowd. She waves me down. She's like, Kimberly! Look, I'm dancing with milk! I'm dancing with milk. I was like, it's MLK, you dumb bitch.
Oh my God, I love her. Oh, I love your whole life, your whole backstory, Kim. It's all so fascinating to me.
Yeah.
I feel like you lived the experience of like a bunch of different types of person.
I
And then you
feel
came
like
together
I've
to
lived
be a really cool person.
I've lived 1,000 lives, I feel like. I mean, it's so weird that I feel like I've grown up in Florida, grown up in LA, now I'm growing up in New York. It's like a whole thing. And it's like, I used to like my whole life, like up until I was 22, most of my life was spent barefoot. Like, that's crazy. That's a whole different world than living in New York now.
It is crazy. That's something that has struck me recently, like kind of realizing that like New York's always been my home. It's pretty much always going to be my home. Like ideally, whatever, have like another home in LA or something like that. But like I'm going to live in New York. And it's only struck me recently that like a lot of people who I know in my life and like just generally out there in the world don't have the privilege of growing up in New York, and they wake up one day and they're like, oh, I've got to get out of here. I'm going to go literally just move away and start a brand new life with nobody else I know.
It's so crazy that you say that because I think the complete opposite.
Really?
Yeah, I'm like, all the people that have grown up in New York have never been like, they don't even realize how fun it is to grow up like in like around animals and nature and like in the woods and
I'm
like,
sure
on
it
the
is.
water.
I'm sure it is. I'm just saying I'm grateful to never have had to like leave home and start fresh.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me that like you've done that twice now pretty much.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, I
that's
see what you're saying.
wild.
Oh, like start everything over.
Literally
yeah.
just leave your whole family and whatever it is that you call your life at home and be like, well, I'm going to go to this new city and do this new thing. Like that's fucking ballsy
I know,
and
it
crazy.
really is crazy. It's a
Yeah.
lot to move. It was fun when I moved from Florida to LA because I was like 22. I just was getting into stand up and everybody was like, ooh, cute new girl. She's only 22. She just started stand up. Look how cute she is. So it was like fun to be the cute new girl.
But did you know people before you went to LA for stand up?
Just my cousin and just my cousin, McCalla.
Oh, she was in LA at the time?
She was in LA.
I love McCalla.
And she introduced me to like Red Band and Tony and them. And then they put me on Kill Tony. And then that's it.
That's crazy. That's awesome.
Then I dropped out of college.
You moved to LA and then dropped out of college officially.
I was at a summer internship for my college in LA. And I just never went back to school.
Damn.
I was like, keep the credits. I got the experience.
I'm done. I'm done with you people.
Yeah, because then I got a job at a production company. I was going to school for TV production. I got a job at one of the best production companies in LA, and I'm like, what do I need the degree for if I got into the best company as a student without a degree?
Oh, I mean, as somebody who graduated with a film degree, I feel like I could have learned anything. Like, I could have done it on my own.
Yeah,
Like, it's
definitely.
fine. It's fine. I'm not a world-class filmmaker after my fucking degree whatsoever.
Yeah, that's crazy, right?
Yeah, it is crazy. I feel like college is super fucking overrated, and I'm gonna tell my kids to take their time in deciding whether they even want to go.
I agree.
Yeah,
I would just tell people, like, I mean, that college is important for a lot of jobs.
Yeah, it's also important for like a lot of like sexual experiences and drug experience. That was my college.
Yeah.
I feel like it's really important to like go do drugs and fuck.
Yeah.
That's what college is all about.
Yep.
I'm gonna tell that to my kids.
Yep. I had so much fun in college.
Fuck yeah. It's like the first time you actually have freedom.
Yeah, it was such a good time. I was like such an alcoholic in college. I don't really drink that much anymore, like as an adult. Like, but when I first went to college, I would like take a class, get out of class at like 1:30 or 2, and then have another class at 5, like one more class at 5 or something crazy like that. And I'd go and sit at the bar across the street and order a pitcher.
Good for you.
Like lunch and a pitcher.
Nice.
And I would just drink 4 beers and then go to class.
Before your next class.
Yes.
That's wild.
That's crazy.
I was always a getting high before class person, like ever since high school, but drunk I would be afraid to do.
No, I would just get drunk and I'd be like, fuck it. I'm going to take this one class, take some drunken notes, and go back to this bar. I would go like play pool, like in between classes and like have a few drinks like a dude. Like,
damn.
I'm going to go at the pool table before human sexuality.
That's crazy.
I took a human sexuality class. I remember my teacher got a, what's it called when you get your snipped?
Yeah, a vasectomy.
He got a vasectomy and he came into class next day with ice on it, like on his dick, and he gave us all the details. He was our human sexuality teacher.
That's fucking awesome timing to be in his class. That's kind of hilarious.
Yeah, and he was like, they did this, they laid me down. He like explained it in detail.
That's a fucking dedicated teacher who was like, I'm going to use this as a learning experience for this semester's class.
Yeah,
like,
he was dope.
That's hilarious. Jeez. No, I mean, I used to drink in college, but never at bars. It was always like frat parties or apartments. And I remember there being nights where like the plan, like from the start, would be like, as soon as I start drinking, every time I finish a drink, mark it down on my wrist so that by the end of the night I could have some sort of tally. Because literally by the end of the night there'd be like 12 to 16 fucking tally marks on my arm. Like you wouldn't be able to count unless you started from the beginning. It was crazy. I don't drink anymore, and it's not because I ever had a problem. I literally just
grow out of it.
Interest.
Sometimes, yeah, that's how I was too. I was like, well, this isn't really for me. It got like exhausting for me.
I just said that I had 16 drinks in a night, and then was like, and I never had a problem. It's fine. I mean, maybe. Who knows?
That's crazy.
Yeah. Good times, though.
Good times.
It's like
I feel like the food was really good in college. Like a lot of munchy food. Like because you were eating so bad, you know.
I guess.
Did you eat bad?
Well, I ate really bad, but like I went to school at Penn State for a while. That was like my real college experience before I came back and actually studied. And it was just like the town food was terrible. It was like middle of Pennsylvania pizza. It was bad.
Wow.
So we never really got to look forward to food. There were really good wings in the area. Wings over Happy Valley. Shout out to them. They fucking got me through some nights. Of like, yeah, I would have died if I didn't get them. They were great. But otherwise, the food was terrible. I don't know. I don't see what's appealing about college food.
Yeah, I get that.
Did you love it? I don't get like.
Well,
ramen
it wasn't like the food at like the school. Like my school was across the town from like, not exactly a downtown, like a midtown. You know what like a midtown is? Like a miniature downtown, sort of.
So I live in New York. I don't know.
It's like, it was like just midtown. It was just.
It was like the center.
It was like the scene that wasn't downtown.
Okay.
The busy, cool scene that wasn't downtown.
Okay.
It's a small city, so there's either woods or like a bar scene. It's not like New York where everywhere is a scene.
Right.
So, and it was because it was across from the school, so it was like a busy area with like bars and restaurants and like a little area, like a Greenwich Village across from the school. And the food was, I mean, they had everything. They had this place called Munchies 420. It opened at 4:20 p.m. It closed at 4:20 a.m.
That's amazing.
And they delivered, or you could go there. And they had like, they had everything that you ever desired for Munchies, and then they would also like mix things up. Like you could do like a peanut butter and jelly burger which was so good. It was a peanut butter and jelly burger. They served like burgers with like eggs on. They made like these delicious burgers, macaroni and cheese bites, like jalapeno poppers, like everything you want when you're drunk.
I'm afraid that this sentence might derail the conversation, but I swear on my life, exactly what you're describing right now. I've been having recurring dreams about going to a place like that.
Really?
Like, yeah, for the last like year or so, every month or so, I have this dream where I'm like on my way home and I stop at this place and I like walk in the door and it's straight up fucking stacked with like all the good shit. Like I'm talking fruit by the foot. I'm talking
They have all that shit.
It's everything a bitch could ever like.
They probably have at Munchie's 420 fruit by the foot wrapped ice cream. Like they have like crazy. That's actually sounds really good.
That sounds so
like
good.
It's wrapped like a ice cream
that's gonna
sandwich.
show up in my dream next week. I swear.
If no one's ever made that, that's mine.
Is that a
timestamp?
I swear to God, I really do have a recurring dream where I go to this store and I buy all these munchies and I'm happy for the first time in my life and then I wake up. But it's like the whole dream is like I'm buying these munchies and I'm so happy about it.
That's
crazy. That's the whole fucking happy
You
dream.
need to go to Munchie's 420.
I do.
And then they had another place that was like a Chinese buffet, but it was like just like a walkthrough. Like it was like the size of a deli. So it's like where you just pick up the food, you go through the line, and then you pay for the wait, and then you could take it to go. And it was just like so you could just get a little bit if you were like poor. It was just so good. It was so fucking good.
I wish eating was easier. Like I feel like
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Eating was easy. Like there was a salad place if you felt like having a healthy salad. It was like every option in such a small area. I want to go visit.
No, that sounds beautiful. Ooh, going to visit
We should go to
your
Florida.
old college town sounds like a fucking dope ass time. I feel, except you expect everybody you used to know to be there, which is not the case. Kind of sucks, but it does still sound like fun.
Yeah, I think it would be fun. I want to go for a game. Like I want to go during like a game day weekend where it's like busy. There's like a football game.
Hilarious. I went to Penn State and literally attended one football game my entire time there.
I went to like all of them.
It was like a weekly thing where everybody would get up early and start pre-gaming like 7 a.m. for the games and shit.
You didn't like that?
I was always a weed smoker. I was like, nah.
I loved being at the barbecues. No.
I was like, y'all, I'm going to enjoy this empty ass campus while y'all are at the game.
No.
That was my vibe.
No, I loved being out in the sun. I wanted to be like getting sunburnt and like smell of barbecue and like beer and like you can hear and then people are like playing different games on the radio at the tailgate. Ugh.
You're wearing like the team shirt. And
I'm wearing like orange and blue. Have you seen the orange and blue overalls I own?
You have so many pairs. Kim, can we discuss? Can we discuss how many pairs of overalls you own?
Yeah, 8.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Wow, I wasn't even expecting it to be that many.
I think around 8.
You are the overall queen.
And she's not even talking about clothes.
Overall queen, bitch. No, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I like overalls. They're so comfy.
So wait, you have overalls from your college?
Yeah, I have orange and blue ones. You've never seen them? They're insane.
No, that sounds ridiculous. Why
They're
are you
neon orange and blue vertical stripes.
Can you wear them to your next roast battle?
Yeah.
You just said it.
What?
You just said, yeah. I want you to wear them to your next roast battle.
Yeah, my next roast battle on TV.
Okay.
I'll wear them. Or the next time I judge roast battle.
That's probably a better choice.
I can't be judged in those.
Are they wild? Are they as wild as I'm imagining?
They're
like,
fucking wild.
I want to see them
I don't
after
know
the show.
Yeah, I got to show them to you after the show. They're intense. I might wear them over to Lewis's house just to bother him. They're like an eyesore. They're like very orange, very blue. Think of like the most orange and the most blue. Like neon orange and like blue, blue. Blue.
I like the idea of wearing chill ass things to like piss off your boyfriend.
It's just like an eyesore. It's a lot to look at.
No, like when I'm not in a good mood with him, I'll go over to his house just wearing like the baggiest, brightest tie-dye t-shirt with like basketball shorts that don't match it. And I'm like, it's just a big fuck you. And then I go there and I'm really nice and I'm like, oh, what? You know, like, I don't know. I feel like it does. It's a thing. It's a vibe.
So funny because I do the opposite.
Do you get hot?
I'll get really cute and then I'll be mean.
Oh,
Because
no,
it's easier to get away with it
I
that
get
way.
ugly and then I'm nice. And I'm like,
Wow, that's so funny that we do the
so
opposite
funny.
things.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
That is really crazy. Your way probably works better.
And sometimes, oh, this is a good one. This is fucked up. Sometimes if he really pisses me off, I'll just walk ahead of him enough to where it doesn't look like we're a couple so people hit on me.
Oh, I love it. I feel like I couldn't.
But that one can get me in trouble.
I couldn't do it. That would get me in big trouble.
It does. It does.
I'd feel guilty a minute afterward. I'd be like, why did I get a third party involved right now? Like,
I'll just take a look
bet it feels
sometimes.
good for a minute though.
It just, yeah. Sometimes because there's a line. You don't want someone to hit on you. You want someone to look at you.
Especially you live in Harlem, like you.
Yeah,
have
yeah. That's why I have to know. I
opportunities.
have to know when too, because
Yeah.
it could get messy.
But you do have opportunities left and right to be
I
like,
do.
well, whenever I want to, I'll take 2 steps ahead of you, bitch. Like,
Give me 2 steps. Give me 2 steps.
whenever the fuck I want.
That's so funny. But yeah, LA was dope. I did acid.
Yeah.
It was fun.
It's always
It's
fun.
always
It's
it's
not
so
always
crazy.
fun,
It's
but-
so much different than excuse me, I burped. It's so much different than like I ever imagined it would be.
Was it your first time?
No. But every time I do it, I'm scared again because it's just the taboo I was
I love
dealt
that
with.
part.
And like,
I like the part of when you're going into it and you're like, I'm fucking nervous. Like it.
yeah,
it
but
feels
it's
real.
like so fun and it's so much less intense than mushrooms for me.
Really.
Yeah.
I haven't done acid in a long time. I used to do a lot of it. I feel like I've done like.
Too
Probably
much?
done like no. I've probably done like 30 hits of acid in my life. Though,
Okay.
Within like a year,
Okay.
like all within a year.
Okay.
And the most I ever did was like 5 at a time. So I've definitely tripped acid.
What happened when you did 5 tabs? That's
I was-
crazy. I've never taken more than a tab. I'm not like an adventurer. Like I don't like to lose my mind. I like to like get to the point where I'm laughing a lot.
Well,
and
yeah.
everything's a little trippy.
For sure. I had the safety of being in my like Penn State apartment, and I did it with a friend who was doing an equal amount. So we were like in it together kind of thing. And honestly, I just remember we watched a lot of videos, laughed a lot, had a lot of fun. And then we had a friend deliver us whippets. And we were like
Jesus.
toward the end of the trip when we were like past peaking, like 5-6 hours in, friend came over, delivered us whippets,
You're
and
a
it
scary
all started
bitch.
over again, and it was just fantastic.
That's
It was
crazy.
great.
Whippets are so dangerous.
I know, and we were on 5 tabs of acid. It was definitely a very dangerous night. We look back at it. I mean, Kim, when I tell you, I don't even know if I should say this.
Scary.
When I tell you, like my roommate was out, and when she came back home, she like opened the door and. Like the door had to push empty whippet canisters like out of the way to make room for itself to open. Like there was just a sea of empty canisters. Like we were just doing it like it was crazy. So I might have maybe not the most pure.
the human
trip
brain
of-
is resilient. You seem okay.
Yeah, I mean, I feel all right. It was a learning experience. I haven't
I did
done
whippets.
since.
I did whippets when I was 14. I probably did like 7 of them.
Oh, I probably did like 50 of them that night and haven't done them since.
I
But
thought
they
I
were
was like
awesome.
crazy for doing 7,
They
but it
were
was still
crazy.
really crazy. Like I tripped hard for like 40 seconds every time I did them.
Imagine being on 5 tabs of acid and then it was so much fun. It was great. It was just good vibes, but I mean,
That sounds like
not
meth
the-
vibes to me.
not the purest trip. I'll say that. But how was your trip?
It was really fun.
It was
It's so
just-
funny because we took it. We went to the beach. We took it. And I was like, cool. So it should kick in 20 minutes to like an hour. I was like, sweet. So we were walking on the beach. We're walking on the beach. And then probably 20 minutes into us taking it, Sarah Weinshake texted me and she said, see you at 5. And I was like, fuck. I forgot that I had a podcast scheduled with her at the Comedy Store.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, we have about an hour and a half that we can hang out here and start tripping. And then we have to head back to the Comedy Store because I have to do a podcast now. So we are hanging at the beach. I'm not tripping super hard. I am feeling slightly euphoric, mostly peaceful, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm at the beach. I'm
How
feeling
many-
peaceful.
How much did you take? One?
It was a sugar cube, and the person who gave it to me said there was probably a couple drops in it.
Okay.
So it was probably maybe a tab each,
Okay. Cool.
maybe a little less, maybe a little more, around that.
I mean, you could never even gauge. I've taken like different tabs that have just fucked me up way differently. So yeah, but
Yeah.
it sounds nice so far.
So it's really beautiful. It's really nice. And then I'm like, we have to go. So we go get some shaved ice. I was really excited about that because I wanted to eat colorful shaved ice.
Ooh, that sounds really good.
Yeah, on acid.
That sounds like the best acid thing. Oh, just
So we were
simple things like that.
So we were eating the shaved ice. It was like so hot in the summer, walking to
Sensory.
a cab. Yeah, and then we get in the cab, and the lady, our first Lyft driver just left us, and I was like, "Fuck, we got to call another driver." Our second one pulls up. We're not sure if it's her, and my friend looks down and she goes, "Hello," and the girl goes, "Girl, get in!" like hella cool. Like the second she opened her mouth, you're like, okay. And she was so cool and so funny. She talked the whole ride. She was like actually funny. She reminded me a lot of Leslie Jones.
Really?
A lot. Very much like Leslie Jones.
That's great.
And she was like hilarious. We were like cracking up the whole time. And then
You're
like
just tripping and you think it's like you're just seeing Leslie Jones there.
yeah, it was probably part of the trip that she was so funny. But she was fucking murdering. We were cracking up. And then she drops us off at the Comedy Store. Then it hits us.
Okay, great.
And it's
perfect
like
timing.
we start giggling in the car with this lady. Like that's when it kind of starts. But I get to the Comedy Store.
How much longer after you took it was this?
This was like an hour. No, this was like 2.5 hours later.
I remember acid to take like an hour and a half or so, but that's a long time. That is really long.
But this was when I started peaking. We started feeling it probably 40 minutes before that.
Okay.
But this is when it was like really like kicking in.
You seem so confident about doing shows when you are tripping.
I can do podcast. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't care. It's just a podcast.
That's cool.
For me, it's like what people, I mean, it's probably more interesting than a regular conversation. And also, I didn't even say I was on acid during the podcast.
Yeah.
I just did the podcast and I was very hyper and it seemed like I was just
Yeah.
giggly or whatever.
Doing you.
Yeah. And it was so weird because I had never watched this before. But when I walked into the podcast room, Sarah just randomly had a giant Bob Ross video playing.
Really?
Yeah, is that weird? And she was like, "Oh, we can turn this off if you want." And I was like, "No, leave it on."
No, that is weird. That's crazy.
I was like, "Leave it on." She was like, "Why?" I was like, "Just leave it on. I'll just peek at it every once in a while." And then every once in a while during the podcast, I'd be like, "Is that a motherfucking waterfall?" It would blow my mind. I was like, "He is not making a tree out of that water."
I mean, bro, he paints it in one swift motion sometimes. You're like, that's a whole waterfall. I don't know how he did that.
I was like, I watched him do something and I was like, I didn't even know. Like what he did was he just scraped paint and it looked like a waterfall
or whatever it is.
It looked
yeah.
like a waterfall, and I was like, every time I look at a painting, I assume every little dot was precisely painted.
Yeah, well, that's Bob Ross's style. He actually is the person who's like, you don't have to paint every line like that. And I mean, I love Bob Ross.
I'm gonna start watching some. I want to get some blank canvas, a little paint.
Do you want to do a Bob Ross painting?
Podcast?
Yeah, let's do a Bob Ross painting together as a special.
We should do YouTube clip.
as bonus content for this show.
That would be so fun.
I've been wanting to do it for a while. Ever since I started tripping last year, I've gotten way back into Bob Ross.
We should do some of those microdose mushrooms and do Bob Ross painting.
Bro, like 90s into Bob Ross I am. Like, you have no idea.
We have to get Bob Ross wigs for the video.
I got fresh mushrooms, bitch. Let's do it.
Oh, we have to do this.
We have to do it, like, now.
We gotta go.
Go.
Yeah, so it was really fun. The podcast was great. And then after the podcast, we left. And that was about, I would say that was about 6. We left the Comedy Store and we just walked around till like 8 around Hollywood. And like we were walking around in the sunset. We rented electric scooters. We were just giggling, walking through random gardens of people that were left open in LA. Like,
That sounds like a blast.
it was so fun.
I love it.
Mm-hmm. It was
love-
really great.
I
And then
love-
ended the day with a big fat blunt.
That sounds so beautiful.
It was really fun. I don't like losing my mind on drugs. I actually never have let go like that and really gone deep into it, but like I don't like to.
I think
Because I don't know. I've taken mushrooms where I'm very, very like a lot of visuals, and I thought that was fun, but it still was like the off part of it was too overwhelming.
I was just gonna say I've certainly had scenarios where at like the beginning of my peak or so, I'm like, yo, this is overwhelming and like not enjoying myself until I like really start to come down.
Yeah.
So I think that whatever, you know, it's a weird thing with those types of things where it's like if you take one tab, you could be like completely tripping. And like you could take 2 tabs and be like tripping a little more than if you took 1 tab. And then 3 tabs all of a sudden is like fucking bananas out in left field. Like it doesn't equal 3 times the amount of 1. Do you know what I mean? Like it's so weird how those things work, but I like the light dose. I like doing it.
You do like a light dose? Because I feel like you can go hard though.
I do. Well, when I do mushrooms, I do like 1.5 to 2.5 grams. It's a solid amount, but it doesn't make me lose my mind, I don't feel.
Oh, okay. You know what? I do about 1.5 when I do it.
And 2.5 is not twice that. It doesn't make you feel twice as tripping as
really?
1.5 does. Like I feel like for me, I have to get all the way up to like a full 8.
What's the most? Have you done a full 8th?
Yeah, I have.
What does it do for you?
The night that I did a full 8th, I did.
Was that the night your grandma shit herself?
No.
Sorry to bring that up again.
It was the night. It was this night where I did I did half an 8th, and I felt so good when I was like really peaking. Mm-hmm. The room was fucking vibrating, bro, and I just like pulled more mushrooms out of the bag. Literally, I felt like there was a swirl of wind going around me.
Oh my God.
And I was like, I'm going to eat them. It was like it felt like a middle of a ritual. It was,
oh my God.
It was bananas.
Was it a spiritual moment?
I was listening to like music that was just like drums and shit. And I was like, I'm naked in my bed. I swear to God. I swear to God.
This must have been a scary ass visual for some reason. Like, because Alex's hair is very long. It probably covers her nipples. So it's like, you can only see her like skinny little like stomach and her like butt and like her hair covering her boobs.
I swear I think I was
like
moving my head around like this to like make the whole room move around me, if that makes sense. I was going crazy. What? And I recognized in the moment how hilarious it was, but I was like, do it, eat more. Like it was from my soul. It was crazy.
You're a crazy bitch.
It was a great trip. It was really fun. Also, I don't know if I told this story before. Same fucking night, I was very nervous about, like, it was my first time tripping in my room alone, and I was very nervous about seeing a bug. I was like, shit.
You did tell this story.
I told that story.
I think you told this story on our episode.
I trapped a centipede in there.
Yes.
Yeah, that night I took easily an 1/8, possibly up to like 5 grams. But I had already been in such a great place and was enjoying it so much that I was like, take more, and that just kept happening.
Okay, I get that.
I didn't have to deal with any, like, this is too much emotions.
I get that.
It was great.
I respect that.
I want more. I want more.
Well, yeah, we'll have to Bob Ross, dude. That'll be so fun.
Yeah.
I'm into that. I want to talk about this for a second because me and Alex did this on our own with our own fucking funny commentary.
We did.
And our fucking sheer will. We got a sponsor for the podcast. And we're so excited. And our sponsor is fucking Smoked Honey.
Woo, Smoked Honey. I'm literally...
She's constantly smoking a Smoked Honey vape pen.
Smoking it right now.
She is. They are so dope. They came out. We met them at Skankfest. They came out to Skankfest and they sponsored a big portion of Skankfest. They gave out so many vape cartridges, and they were giving out things called dab darts, and these vape pens
are high quality.
I mean, they're fucking dope. I've had
killer.
So many. You know what? I've had so many vape pens that I've had vape pens that like I just have and they lay around my house and I don't smoke them because they're so bad. You know what I'm saying?
I actually have a scenario similarly. Since Smoked Honey has come into my life, I have like 5 or 6 vape pens that I've just tossed to the side of my life because they're so fucking subpar. I'm going to give them away. Mm-hmm. Whatever. I was enjoying them before I discovered these, but I can't go back now. They get you fucked up. When you like inhale, you draw in a lot of smoke. Mm-hmm. I don't know. They get you really high. They get you too high, so high that you have trouble talking about them.
They're so good. They and not only that, like I feel like a lot of the times when I smoke a vape pen, I don't know if this is about you or if this happens to you. I feel like a lot of the times it will taste sort of plasticky to me. Like you'll be able to taste the mechanics in it. You know what I'm saying? Like the battery and like like the coils. You'll be able to taste like them. And the flavor is so good. It's smoked honey flavor.
Yeah, they use a metal coil. They have a bunch of different strains. You get to like choose, your strain.
They even have the King Louis J, which I'm proud that they have a strain named after my man.
Yeah,
I think that's cool.
We're smoking Lewis's strain right now.
We're smoking my man. It's only 3 some I'll allow for him. So yeah, if you guys are in the California area, please hit up Smoked Honey. They're dope. They're comedy fans. They're hella supportive, and they have good products. So what else do you need? Honestly, hit them up on Instagram at Smoked Honey or smokedhoneyca.com.
Fuck yeah.
So what else is new? What else?
I don't know. I was trying to think of a would you rather today, and I only thought of one half of one.
Okay, what's the half?
It's really bad. Okay. So maybe you could think of another half, and we could just pose it to each other.
Okay.
So my half would be like, every time, if something touches the outside of your vagina, like you're fine, right? But every time anything in the whole world penetrates you, as it goes in, it turns to sandpaper.
Okay.
That's the
first one.
It's a good half of a would you rather. I just can't think of the thing that rivals it.
Okay. Or
that's a bad one.
Every time you fart, it gives you a small paper cut in your asshole.
Ooh, that's a really good rival. Ooh, you did it. I was trying to think of this all day. I was thinking of fucking up shit.
Because you fart. How can you Google how often does an average human fart? I can't really tell. Sometimes I don't even think I know if I'm farting.
I think I fart a good amount.
I fart a lot, mostly in the morning.
How often?
But I can't really tell throughout my day. New York's really loud. It might just happen, and I don't know.
A healthy person passes gas an average of 13 to 21 times per day.
Yeah, so in the morning, I push out 10 of those. And then I only have 3 to spare throughout the day. So...
Can I ask you a question about this, would you rather?
Uh-huh.
So each time I fart, is the paper cut going to a different place in my asshole, or is it reopening the same spot?
It's random.
It's random, so it could be reopening.
And it's just slight enough to make your asshole feel like
I feel like the slightest would hurt.
So it's only there for 2 minutes. That's it. The cut. But it's 13 times a day. Wait, how many minutes is that?
That's 26 minutes. I would take that.
We need more time. We need more time. It's got to be 2 hours out of the day.
I feel
an hour out of the day.
Kim, I feel like they should just heal up naturally. Like every day they open. Then your asshole would be blown out in a couple weeks.
This is a really good would you rather.
Yeah, no, I feel like, like the first couple days, it's like, yeah, I think I have like a problem in my asshole. But then like after a few weeks, it would just be like, it would be bleeding worse and worse every day. But you'd
probably be used to it too.
Do you think it plateaus at a certain point?
I think it's just like scar tissues.
You're getting a new 13 cuts every day.
Yeah, that's true.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I take the sandpaper. You know why? Because you could still get clit.
You could get clit stimulation, yeah.
And not have to have your asshole. You could still come all the time and not have to have your asshole. But your asshole's going to get torn up because whoever you're dating is going to just fuck you in the ass since he can't fuck you in the vagina. Because it'll turn into sandpaper.
I think that I would prefer to have my my asshole be paper cut with my farts.
Also, but at the same time, if you use enough lube, even on sandpaper.
No.
I'm serious.
No. I don't think that's true.
And I think you can probably smooth out your insides so it just gets used to it.
You sand yourself down?
Yeah. I think you could just really sand her down.
Sand her on down.
Sand her on down.
Sand her on down from the inside.
Sand her on.
That is horrifying. This literally came, the first half of it popped up in my head because I was thinking about, I went to the beach with my boyfriend the other day, and then we made the conscious decision to like go home and shower and just like go home instead of having sex after the beach, because I was like, any sand in your vagina is horrible. I really don't think that any lube, I don't think any amount of lube could do the trick on that, is what I'm saying.
I've had sex on the beach.
Sand, you can't keep sand out of there in that scenario, though.
I think it was fine. I think I've definitely had sand in my vagina. You've never, like, gone to the beach? Do you swim in the ocean?
Yeah, as a kid, I feel like as a kid especially, because you just like sit down on the sand.
And as a child, your bathing suit has those pockets where the crotch out for some reason.
Yeah.
And it collected sand. I remember it looked like a diaper coming out of the beach.
It literally looked like I would have like...
I grew up with sand in my pussy.
I would have like a quarter pound of sand in my vagina as a kid.
Swear to God, I was raised with sand in my pussy.
It's disgusting though. I feel like as an adult, I'm like, no sand in my pussy.
It's home to me.
Oh. It's your world.
Yeah.
That's crazy. It's just so uncomfortable. I'd rather take paper cuts in my asshole.
Wow.
Yeah. Also, you know, I guess this might have been a private conversation, but this did come up on our show before, so I'm gonna share it because he was so fucking outright about it in the office today.
Okay.
You and I, one of our early would you rathers on the show was, would you rather have sex with your dad if he's in your boyfriend's body, or your boyfriend but he's in your dad's body? So I asked that to Mike Harrington today. You know, the reverse, like the mom and girlfriend thing. And I told him what our answer was, which had been that you have sex with your boyfriend in your dad's body, even though it sucks. It just maintains your relationship with your dad and could potentially bring you closer with your boyfriend and all that stuff.
Yeah.
He told me that we are insanely wrong, because in his words, what you should do, what he would do, is allow his mom to be young again and to experience a beautiful night out on the town with him, and he would go down on her at the end of the night and eat her pussy, and he would fuck the shit out of her.
What?
Yeah.
And we're the sick ones.
In his girlfriend's body, and he would look her straight in the eye. I was like, and we had literally we had an argument about this for like 40 minutes where I was like, I don't want to talk about you fucking your mom anymore.
That is crazy that he would choose that.
Isn't that
his
crazy?
mom knowing what it looks like when he eats a girl out?
He was like, he's like, you're being a bad person to your dad for that. And I was like, it's the most fucked up.
Well, your dad has been through a lot.
Yes. Leave the poor man out.
You have been a bad person to him. Let's not. That is fucking a bizarre choice to me.
It's crazy. It's crazy. He made a whole argument.
You want some facial mist?
What is facial mist?
It's hydrating.
You just spray yourself in the face?
Yeah, I got it in first class.
Okay. Well, I'll take something from first class.
And I also stole the one in front of the first class in front of my first class. I was the lowest class in first class.
Very classy.
I stole some from my niggas.
I want some. Spray it on my face.
Okay, close your eyes.
Okay. Ooh, refreshing.
Isn't that nice?
I do kind of. Oh my God, it smells so good. It's like roses.
It's peppermint.
Then it's peppermint. Never mind. I couldn't have been further off.
Maybe you're right.
I feel like it smells like flowers.
I thought it smelled like pepper.
Nuh-uh.
Peppermint and eucalyptus. We're both right.
I suppose.
Rosemary also.
Rosemary.
Which is not roses, but it has the word rose in it, so that's weird.
Yeah, I mean, the naming of these things. Spray directly in your eyes.
Oh, it didn't even hurt. Okay, let's see. You want to try? Directly in the eye?
Directly in the eye. I have this friend who is like this same friend I did 5 tabs of acid with, actually. He's turned into a very spiritual dude. Like he's like wants to be a shaman and stuff, and it's all this crazy shit. And I went to his house a few months ago, and he was like, I'm gonna play these drum circles, and he was like, I want you to lay back, and I'm gonna spray you in the eye with this stuff. It's gonna really hurt, but I swear your soul will be cleansed.
What?
And I was like, dude, no.
Wait. You didn't let him, right?
I did eventually let him, And it really did hurt, but actually I felt way more awake after. And like 5 minutes after, I was like, that was actually really good. Like that felt crazy. Like it felt like drinking a kombucha or something. Like just when you get like energy in you after you drink one of those fucking crazy healthy
That's
fuckers.
weird.
It was really weird. I don't suggest it to anybody, but
Hanging out with that guy, me neither.
oh my god, I should bring you there. It's hilarious. It's the best. He's
Please
the best.
don't.
He's the most. He's so extra.
That sounds fun. I'm down. You know I'm down to do some weird shit.
Yeah, we play crystal singing bowls. He's got this room.
Oh, I love that.
He's got a room with these bowls that are so big that they just need the whole
Where
room.
is this, in New York?
Yeah.
Can we go there? Can we do some mushrooms and go there?
Yeah, it's like 25 minutes out of the city. It's actually where we should go do mushrooms.
Let's go do that. Will he let us?
He'll probably be our spirit guide. He goes in and out of being cool with hallucinogens spiritually.
What does that mean? Is he going to rape us?
No, he's just sometimes like, I don't feel like it's respectful to the deities, and then sometimes he's like, let's do it. I don't understand him fully, but I love him.
He turns into Split. We're just locked in a basement for years. He comes out with a skirt on. Hello, little ladies.
No, we should go.
My name's Patricia.
He does oddly kind of look like the dude from Split, I'm not gonna lie.
No.
He's got a vibe. I love him. I love him. He's the best. He's
All right, I trust you. If you love him, I love
a
him.
longtime friend.
You guys, we've done it again.
We've done it.
We've completed another week.
We've done it, haven't we?
Yes. Oh my God, I was cracking up. My friend Emily, have you watched Game of Thrones?
Only up to a certain season or whatever.
Have you watched The Wildlings and Jon Snow?
Yeah.
That whole thing? When that girl's like, Jon Snow, I like that thing you do with your tongue.
Oh my god, you're really good at that. I like it.
Jon Snow, I like that thing you do with your tongue.
Yeah, she's so
like
hot and so disgusting.
I think she's foul.
She's disgusting, but
And
like also
she's
beautiful.
Yeah.
They're
she's too
marrying
much-
each other
I
in real
know.
life.
They're really cute together.
They're adorable. I know. She's foul.
She's foul. She likes that thing he does with his tongue. The way she says tongue is like tongue.
I know, it's very upsetting the way she like comes on to him in that show. You never been with a woman, have ya? That was just off the cuff. I don't. She's gross. Like, oh.
That right? I'll show you. Oh, that was bad.
You never put your thing in a woman, have ya?
Let me see that little thing you got. Pull out that little thing you got before I make the village laugh at it.
Scary bitch.
Wiggle your tongue for me. Wiggle your tongue.
You never felt the warmth of a woman before, have ya?
Oh, yeah, that's good. That's not the snow.
Oh. They're sexy.
My
as,
pussy stinks. I haven't showered in weeks. We never shower in this fucking TV show. When do we shower?
It sounds Asian now.
We never shower in this TV show.
We don't shower.
Oh, Jon Snow, don't put your tongue there, it's stinky.
Jon Snow, I want your tongue all up in me stinky bits.
Jon Snow, don't hold your nose, because your finger's gonna be busy too.
I want to look up those scenes with you after the show and just they're like, there's something about it that's like.
Can you Google on YouTube, Jon Snow, I like the thing you do with your tongue? So hear how she says it.
I don't know if it's gonna come up.
Close out. Don't ain't. Close out. Won't stop back. That it'll come up. If we got two wings through the forest.
Jon Snow. I don't the thing. Oh, this is just best moments.
No. No.
It's too long.
Because you've cooked you. Oh, because
okay.
I'll cut your pretty cook off and wear it round me neck.
All right, that one's probably pretty good. Did you pull on a knife on me in the night?
That thing. No, just put Jon Snow, Egret, like that name. YGR.
Oh, that's a nightmare to spell.
I with your tongue. Because I know for sure it says that. You know, we might be misquoting.
I don't know. I want to see this girl's
Oh,
impression.
she
so
says it.
bad. I
She
wanna
says
see
it,
this girl's
though.
impression so
This
bad.
girl's doing an impression of it. Let's see what it sounds like.
Wait. Such bad sound quality on her video.
What's that you do with your tongue, Jon Snow?
What's that you do with your tongue, Jon Snow?
What's that you do with your tongue, Jon Snow?
I'm sad that we couldn't find it.
I like that thing you do with your tongue, Jon Snow. Did you pull a knife on me in the night?
We'll go back there. You know nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, bye guys. I've been Kim Congdon.
Alex Scarlato. We love you guys.
Follow me on Twitter at Kimberly Congdon, Instagram Kim Congdon, follow youtube.com/Stone Science. Fucking check all my shit out, bro. When is this coming out?
This is coming out like Friday.
Friday.
You could follow me on Instagram at intern_Skrillex. And that's it.
Oh yeah, watch me on Comedy Central on Tuesday in 2 weeks on
Yeah.
the 14th.
We'll remind you next week too.
Oh yeah,
But
we'll have
like,
time.
set your DVR now. Why not?
Set it now.
Be happy, guys.
Bye.